Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Bloodborne once again. And this time I didn't have any technical difficulties involving the Wi-Fi. And I am able to play online this time. Which means we got people that might try to invade me because there's a sinister bell lady in here, and I don't think I have this turned down enough. There we go. Just making sure the TV ain't too loud. I want to be able to actually hear it myself while playing, but I also don't want it to be picked up by the microphone. And now you there, Mr. Shadow of Yharnam. Come on. Let's lure you away from your friends so that I can cut you up without people interrupting. There we go. And then there's that third one up there ready to rain hellfire down upon my stupid little head. And we ain't going to deal with that. Where did the other one go? Ow. I guess we are about to deal with hellfire and a bunch of bleeding sword wounds. So, best strategy? Fuck these guys, run right past them. Yes, I know a bell-ringing woman rings a sinister bell. I got other things to worry about right now. There. These guys like to drop blood vials. That is good. And I see that douchebag up there has my blood echoes. And I am not going to allow you to keep them. I need you to die real quick like before I get exploded by your friend up there who went and stole my shit. That's right, slam your thing into the ground. I want you to make yourself nice and vulnerable. And there you go. Give me back my shit, you big stupid man. Now then, don't want to go downstairs. That doesn't lead to where we want to be. And we got ourselves a big old piggy pig sitting there in just the right position. And, oh, you got up too fast, and now we can see that insane amount of eyes you've got. Ow. He just slapped me with his big old piggy head. Not okay, Mr. Oink Bomb. There. You dead. You give me your blood vials. I will inject it into my veins. And here we got a whole lot of piggy pig. That ain't good. Ow. It would seem I got run over by the ham bus. That's what happens when you get greedy. I was distracted by the blood gem, and then oink oink, yeah. Let's see if I can fist this piggy properly this time. Nope, not this time. Or any other time, it would seem. I just can't get on the right elevation for it. And I've been rammed by the swine again. You stop that, Mr. Piggy Man. Ow. That's a lot of pig chin that just came crashing down on me. Now you just fucking die. God damn. All this pig just crashing down on me. Now, if we can get just one piggy boy at a time. Yeah, that's right, squeal at me. Squeal like a pig! Because you are a pig. Pigs are known to squeal like that. And now here comes the pain! And a good old-fashioned pig fisting. That's what we do in the country, boys. You are going to get it now, Mr. Piggy Man. There we go, that's one pig problem solved. Lots more blood for me. And maybe I can rip a few bullets out of your ass while I'm at it. Or I can lead you down this way and have you go bowling down the alley and taking down all these boys. Except you done went crashed into me, and now you got a nice bit of Shadows of Yharnam to deal with. Oh, they killed the piggy boy. Poor little piggy. He only wanted to maim and kill. And I think I'm safe from those guys. And then we've got you. Just standing here. Being all spooky. Well, you go ahead and do that while I come over here and open up the shortcut so that I don't have to run through that gauntlet of shadows and pigs again. There we go. Shortcut. I just come up the stairs and turn right instead of turning left towards the extra Shadows of Yharnam. And yes, I am well aware of the fact that a bell-ringing woman is ringing a sinister bell. You don't have to keep reminding me. This area ain't such a hot spot of PvP action like the Nightmare frontier leading up to Amygdala is. So it's less likely that I'll get invaded here. And if I remember correctly, Bell Bitch is down this way. And I do hope I'm not being followed. It would seem this guy was down here waiting for me, and so was that one. That's a little too many Shadows of Yharnam for my liking all at one time. Let's just deal with you boys one at a time. Don't you fucking explode me! You hold still. There we are. Problem solved. You do that. I'ma slip on over here like a slippery little snake. A sneaky bee, Buzz. Now give me some of them bullets that are lodged in your colon. There you go. Give me your blood. And I'm coming for you now, you bell skank. Booyah! And let's have that spine. There we go. Problem solved. There is now no chance of people jumping into my game and trying to kill me. And there's a bloodstone chunks, which I don't really need, but they are welcome. Actually, I think I do need them for my fire cane, but that ain't absolutely necessary. What is absolutely necessary is that I get back to the Hunter's Dream and put these blood echoes to use before I end up getting myself murdered. Let's just send that back down in case I die. If I could just hit the button, and there we go. Now we're thinking for failure. The worst kind of thinking. All that's left here is a boss. A very neat boss that I've never had a lot of trouble with in the past. I've died to it a few times, but if I recall correctly, the very first time I came here I actually managed to beat this boss on the very first attempt. Now, is this where we've been hearing that baby all this time? Well, there we go. The baby done got ate. That's unfortunate. And you're just a cloth with many arms and a whole lot of sword. Murgo's wet nurse. I really like the look of this boss. And you done went hit me, and now you're flailing them swords around. Stop that. Stop it, I say. You stop a swingies. And that's the heavy hitter right there. The big ol' spinny slice, and then you fucking one-shot me with that shit. I'm back, bitch! You think you gon' get me as easy as you did the first time? Well, I got news for you. I'm learning. I know how to not get slain by you instantly. Now, as soon as you're done with them swords, let's stay alive. And maybe pull out my really big sword. Come on, bitch. And I didn't fucking dodge in time, apparently. And ow, that's a whole lot of sword. I don't want to get all cut up with so many swords all at once. That shit hurts, you know. And now, damn you, just out of range. Come on, bitch. Are you... Yeah, you're doing that thing that I thought you were about to do. Ow. You cut me up all over my body and then you lit me on fire and pushed me down the stairs and my shoes fell off. We ain't playing that this time. You can cut me up, but let's skip the fire and the shoes part, and especially the stairs part. Yeah, you swing in the wrong direction. That somehow is able to hit me even though I'm behind you. And now you're spawning in your clones that throw an extra attacks where they are least desired. There you go. Alright. Them doubles I cannot attack, but they can definitely attack me. That is the case with many of these FromSoft bosses that like to create doubles. Illusory clones that ain't too real, but they hurt like they's real. But you can't hurt them because they ain't real enough for you to hurt them, but just real enough for them to hurt you. That's where all the fun comes in. Ow. You fucking hit me with one of your stray blades. Now then, owie, stop doing shit like that. Now let me get some blood up inside my veins. And you need to stop doing that. I really don't like it when you do that. I also don't like it when you do that or that. I just don't like it when you're alive in general. Ow. That didn't do as much damage as it did in the first attempt. Probably because I only got hit by 1 or 2 of the blades, rather than all 6 or 7 of them. You only got 6 of them. There ain't 7, that's an odd number, and you've got an even number of arms that hold an even number of swords. Oh dear, that's a lot of sword coming out of the darkness. That's right, you can just, owie, you can just not go chopping me to bits. And, okay, ow, stop you now, please. Alright, safety of the blood inside of my bones. Okay, now I'm at healthy time, and I am in close enough range to attack you at a reasonably safely. Now just you stop flailing around, peel back the veil of darkness, and stop with your goddamn doubles. And ow, you bitch! You gotta stop doing that. And owie. Alright, that's a lot better. You're allowed to teleport, but you ain't allowed to do it at all. You can do it, but you can't do it. Ow. You do not have my permission. You are not allowed. You are big and smelly and stupid and nobody likes you. That is what you get. You get a furious barrage of insults coming your way when you start acting like that, Ms. Wet Nurse. Hurry up and... fucking teleporties. We're there. I found you. Now you'll stand there while I cut you. That's the way that we do this. Just leave yourself vulnerable. And, alright. You gotta move around to the left. Your left, not her left, because her left is where you get cut in half. And, ow, that follow-up swing, and now you're throwing an extra follow-up in there. Not okay at all. Owie. Now I've got you. Vengeance is mine! Yes, yes, crying baby noises. And now we just gotta wait a moment for it to say Nightmare slain, not prey slaughtered, Nightmare slain. No mercy for infants. Yes, indeed. There it is. This one always takes a second to realize that you killed the damn thing. And there is the fourth 1/3 of umbilical cord in the game. That I know of. There might be more that I don't know about, but I found all 4 that I do know of, and I'm pretty sure I already consumed one of them. And I need to consume 3 of them for the true ending. And there is no drawbacks to consuming all 4. And bam, there we go. Now all I gotta do for the true ending is actually beat the last 2 bosses, which I can do right now, but I'm not going to do right now. There's still more game. There's the DLC. But we are at the very end of the base game, and I still got plenty of time left in this episode. Oh, yes, indeed. We've got more to enjoy here. But first, this place is on fire. Did you do this, doll? Did you happen to drop a bunch of gasoline next to the lantern and try to paint it off like this is normal?
Good Hunter, you have come.
Yeah, and what the hell did you do to the place?
Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end.
Mm-hmm.
Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Very well.
Yeah, let's go ahead and level up. And then I'm going to point the way to the final boss, but I'm not actually going to go there. Let's throw some skill and some strength and some skill in there. Yep, goodbye. Now if we head down this way, turn the corner here, this gate that was closed throughout the entire game is now open. Then we just go over there to Gammon and talk to him, and then he gives us a choice, choosing one of them choices leads us to one ending. Saying no leads to a fight with him. Then if you beat him without eating any of those umbilical cord bits, that leads to another ending. But if you beat him after taking 3 or more of them, it lets another boss out, which leads to the true ending. And we already munched all the cords we needed. So as soon as we are ready to do that, that will give us the true ending. But for now, we gotta go to the Cathedral ward, because that's where we go to access the DLC of the game. And assuming I have the eye of a blood-drunk hunter just sitting in my pocket, I'll be able to actually go there. I need to check my inventory real quick to be absolutely certain, though. As soon as I'm done staring at these surgical long gloves and this Hintertomb chalice. Such tantalizing chaliceness, that is. Perfect for holding all of the milk. Now, let me see here. I believe it is in here. Where, yep, Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter. That will allow us to access the DLC. And to do that, we have to go to a certain spot in this area that I believe is through this door here. Then we just come over here. I think this is the right spot to stand. And not quite, because that thing ain't reaching for me. Stand here. And now we wait for giant Cthulhu monster to get a hold of us. And there goes all of my blood. And now we're going.
Fiends, their children too.
Who are the fiends and their children?
And their children forever true.
That you talking Cthulhu? That ain't the voice I imagined coming out of that thing. And here we are. The Hunter's Nightmare, which looks a lot like the Cathedral ward, except this thing's blocking that way. So let's just spark that lantern up. And then the door on this side's gone. This door doesn't open from this side. Have you tried pushing rather than pulling? Or vice versa? Anyway, the Cathedral ward ain't looking so hot. They seem to have a bunch of weird shit going on here. Lots and lots of weirdness. This is the DLC area. And look at that over there. That guy is showing us one of the new weapons available in the game. I think it's called the Beast Cleaver or something like that. And he's also got a goddamn blunderbuss, of course, so let me just take back what you took from me. That's a lot of damage, 999. Could stand to throw a little more in there, but I ain't complaining. And the reason that I'm putting off the end of the game is once you beat the game, it automatically throws you into New Game Plus. Then I'd have to play back through the first section of the game to get back to where I am back to the Cathedral ward. And then everything in here would be a whole lot stronger, and I'd be getting my ass stomped in by everything here. So, we're gonna do this, we'll clear the DLC, and then we will beat the game. And look at that. These little werewolves are terrified. They're afraid. These beasts are afraid of me. They know who's boss. They know who the true beast is. Now let them be afraid. Are these guys gonna be afraid too? Nope, these guys ain't afraid. They's coming after me. They ain't cowering in fear, but it doesn't mean they're not afraid. Uh-oh. There's also another crazy-ass hunter showing up, too. Oh, come on now. You stop being there. And you've got a hammer. That is also another new weapon that we're gonna be able to find somewhere in here. Ow. I believe that's called the Boom Hammer. Owie. He just caved my goddamn skull in. And there you go. Let's fix that up and have one of these. Big ol' sword stuck in your brain. And now there's you over there with your sword trying to copy Ivy from Soul Calibur, doing that whippy sword thing, which could easily be done with the threaded cane. That's basically the same thing. It's a big old bladed cane. Well, not necessarily a big, it's just a bladed cane that can be turned into a whip. A big old cutty blady whip. Either way, them weapons is pretty neat. And I don't think there's any of these random-ass hunter guys that show off the other new weapon available, which is called the Whirligig Saw. It's like a big old circular saw on a stick. You just got a stick that you can just whack people with, and you stick it in the thing on your back, and it turns into a giant motorized pizza cutter. A real neat weapon it is. And I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a boulder coming down these stairs. Oh boy, we got ourselves some angry dogs. Par for the course. Par for the course, these angry doggos are. And that looks like a button that will trigger a trap. Let's not step on that. I know how to see these things. I also know how to see this dog coming after my neck. These are some mean-ass dogs, and they cannot be allowed to be so mean. That's just bad. Bad, bad, evil doggage. Cannot be dealing with none of that. And you stop shooting at me. And this guy shows off another weapon that we can find. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's similar to the saw cleaver, the way that it works. And I don't feel like letting you try to swing it at me because you're busy trying to shoot me instead of hitting me when I'm right up in your face. He's doing it wrong. You're supposed to shoot when I'm at the distance and then cut the face off when I get all up on you. And yeah, there's that boulder I was talking about before. Let's just move on over here. Hey, you missed one. If you was bowling, you'd be losing all them points and you couldn't pick up the spare because I just knocked out that last pin for you. You gotta hit 'em all. And this is old Hunter Garb. We can find them old hunty clothes. And you just got some blood for me. And let's not go up them stairs just yet. Is that door opening on its own? Yes, it is. And that shows us a really big guy with a really big axe that I believe is part of a bell because he likes to slam it on the ground and then it starts resonating, making bell sounds, and then I think that makes it even stronger. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I don't feel like dealing with that, and I thought this would lead straight into a shortcut, but I was wrong. Okay, let's go back and face the bell man. We still have more to go before we reach the shortcut. So, it only makes sense to have that happen. I like getting chopped in half by a big old Cthulhu mouth man who's doing that now, trying to grab me with his fucking face. That's bad. You big old stupid. You stop that with your quick axe swings. And now you done exploded on me. That's bad. You take that. I'm gonna take your spine. There we go. Except you're still alive. You ain't allowed to be alive. Okay, so yeah, now his bell axe is making those donger-doos that explode and me not live no more. Don't even know why I bothered with that guy. I mean, there's nothing up in there except a boss fight that we can't fight just yet. We gotta go further into the level, grab a thing that belongs to a guy named Lawrence, come back here, and then we can fight that boss, which is basically just the first boss again, except it's on fire, and at half health, his legs fall off, and then he starts dragging himself around, leaving a trail of burning lava blood. And he's a real asshole, too. I don't think I went this way before. Just a little side path off to the right when you first come in after dealing with that first blood-drunk hunter. And yeah, that dog, he ain't stuck no more. Bad, bad doggy. You're not allowed to chew my face off. Oh boy, this guy is properly showing off that other weapon. Using it like that. Uh-oh. You stop that. Stop it. bad. Bad blood-drunk hunter. You're not allowed hunting me. I ain't no beast. Them birds down there, on the other hand, them some beasties, and I got me some old hunter trousers. Now, if you had just stayed right where you were, that would have hit you and I would have been a happy man. I could have died happy and you denied me that privilege. How dare you? Anyway, this opens up another shortcut that I wasn't thinking about before. That is guarded by another one of them crazy-ass hunters. And I believe this takes us straight up to the cathedral, where we got murdered by Mr. Cthulhu Face. Now, let's see that big old flamey boulder of pain and death. You missed 2 of them this time. You're getting worse as time goes on. God damn, I thought you'd hit all of them this time, you pathetic bastards. Now, where's my blood echoes? Is it in the hands of one of these bastards? I will find out as soon as they're dead. Yep, he had them. And now you get some of this. I have returned for my revenge, and you are a very hearty fellow. Oh dear, I didn't want to do that. Hey, you stop that. We don't grab each other with face tentacles round here. You, ow. Now he's got the donkey blade. You ain't supposed to have the donkey blade. You're supposed to stand there like a good boy and not go exploding me with your fucking axe. And now I need to run away down the stairs and I'm dead. I'm back again. I will get you, Cthulhu Face Man. It is my mission for this episode to take you down. God damn, that has a lot of range on it. I thought I was gonna be able to hit him with the jump attack from the big sword, but nope, that's a whole lot of explodey that comes out of that axe when he slams it down. And I'd like to be able to move. Now then, just... Alright, let's not be having bad things happen. Get that big sword and chop him up, except I can't chop him because he's got those fucking invincibility frames that he's not allowed to have. Those are my invisibility frames. Take that. Bang. Vengeance is mine! There we go. That was one hell of a man right there. He was such a man that he killed this guy without his corpse just vanishing into thin air. These fucking blood-drunk hunters is supposed to disappear when they die, but he killed them so hard that they forgot to vanish. And here we have the Grand Cathedral, the same place where we fought Vicar Amelia so long ago. And that is an eye pendant. And as you can see, first boss except on fire. And he doesn't wake up until we come in here with a thing that belongs to Lawrence. But let's see what that eye pendant is all about. It should be right there. Pendant that unlocks the surgery altar. An eye pendant which unlocks the surgery altar. There are 2 cathedrals in the hunter's dream. One lies past the river of blood, and another contains the private research hall of the Healing Church. Only chosen members of the Healing Church, or their lamentable patients, can enter the research hall using this eye. Grant eyes to the surgery altar skull. And there we have a little clue as to what must be done with that pendant. We must grant eyes to a skull that sits upon the surgery altar. And we can't go the way that leads to the Forbidden Woods because it's blocked up with all sorts of weird-ass stone growth. Weird rocks just growing out of nowhere like some kind of crazy-ass rock plant. I don't understand the way that rocks can just do the things that rocks do. But do what they do indeed. That's all there is to it. And that gun over there is going to be a pain in the ass. And there's a handful of them too. And I'm pretty sure this button shoots off that gun that's pointed right at it. Yes, it does. Hell of a button that is. Hey, you want to shoot yourself? Step on this button. Save yourself the bullets. Yeah, and them guns over there is going off because this guy is coming after me now. And you are not coming after... Well, you are coming after me. Since you are coming after me, them guns ain't firing when you're not standing on the button. Oh, I broke one, but now these are my guns. They protect me from nothing that comes that way, because there's nothing that comes from that direction. And then there's this asshole. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Your trap ain't gonna work. Did you just seriously... Okay, that gun broke, reassembled itself, but it didn't do it properly, so it's still broken. Now give me your entrails, mister! There. You're all dead and shit. And I believe we are getting close to the shortcut that opens that door right there next to the lantern in the cathedral, and those are timed bombs. They hit the ground, they start tickety-tick-tacking away, and then they explode. Hey, why are you coming after me with your fucking hammer? Don't you dare. Let me out of this corner, please. And then that guy over there throwing shit. Bang. Let's have dem guts, mister. There we are. Owie. You and your hammer. You need to die. Like right now. Take that, except you're out of my reach. And there we got you. You are done. You're about to be done hucking your shit. And I'll just take your blood. How kind of you to put it in little vials for my own personal use. I do so love kind enemies like that. And this room ought to look familiar. And look, there's some of those timed explosives that were being chucked at me earlier. But this house is the same house that leads to that one of the first shortcuts in the game that you pass through. And I'm gonna deal with you. And we're not gonna go over there just yet because I believe I might be wrong about this, but I think this leads to that shortcut. That's a dude. A mean-looking dude, too. He ain't no random-ass enemy. He's a full-on NPC hunter who wants me dead. And he's got them claws, too. And I think the only way to find those claws is to go deep into one of them chalice dungeons. I think that's where I find those claws, anyway. And you need to stop hopping around and trying to claw my goddamn face off! Now just, owie, stop that. And I need you to not be such a dick. And not have my bullets go straight over your head. There we go. That's better. That's the kind of damage that I wanted. Now then. Oh, fuck you. Come on, get through the gate so I can shoot you. And there. Except that didn't stagger you like I wanted it to. Now just be still, mister. Be still. And don't go pulling your fucking hedgehog ways on me. You goddamn spin dash bullshit. Stop leaping around like a rabid monkey. I know that's probably what you are, but still, that's just rude. Don't you howl at me. That's uncalled for. Now just, ow, you dick. Come on, arg. I'm out of bullets. Lack of bullets, bad. Now then, ow, 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 you and them claws. You are a menace to society, and you will be treated as such. Come on, bitch. Owie, he hit me, but I hit him too, so that's a fair trade-off. And you will get got now, mister. And that's your death, son! Now, what you dropping? Flaming hammer badge. Okay, I think that's all that was over here, and not the way to the shortcut as I thought it was. But at least I'm able to buy one of those new weapons. Probably more of them. Anyway, now that we got that, I'm gonna go in here and show you this mean little trick. Boom hammer. And explosives. You expected that old man to shoot you in the back of the head, but nope. He's already dead. He got explodies. And with that, I'm all out of time for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.